Extreme stream. Good morning. Good morning. It's not good morning. This isn't the power hour. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. After a while, these things just get ingrained in your head. I had the hardest time with my new kind of little slogan, which sucks because it's a mouthful, but it's kind of indicative of what we do here. One leg at a time while keeping the market cycle in mind. It was hard just to break out from my normal video introduction to that. It took me like 15 tries, and my head wouldn't accept the input. So what's up, everyone? How's everyone doing? Hope you're enjoying your Bitcoin pop this afternoon. At a very similar time that we had a drop yesterday, if I recall, around the same time, right? 22? Yeah, right there, about 20, 22. So within an hour or so, give or take. So this was yesterday's when we live streamed. We ended up being down here, I believe. If this is, yeah, this was yesterday. This is today. Much bigger pop today. Yeah, what a green candle. That's right, Alan. Every once in a while, we like to put some green candles on the chart for everyone. Let me go ahead and close my door. Want to go outside, boo? Oh. All right, let people pile in here. Hope everyone already hit that like button. Hope everyone shared the video. Hope everyone told their mothers, roommates, best friends, uncles, cousins, dentists to join the live stream here. So thanks everyone for hanging out. Let's see what we can do here today. See what kind of damage we can do to the charts. Well, so to be quite honest with you, not too much damage to the charts, believe it or not. I know there's going to be some people that disagree. Every big green candle and every big red candle seem like the beginning of the dawn of time. However, I'm here to tell you that's usually not the case. Only when you break out of certain technical patterns does that actually occur. Now, this is a good green candle, a very good green candle. There's quite a bit of volume behind it. It was a very aggressive move. A lot of shorts were taken out. All right, doesn't mean they can't and won't reload. They most definitely can reload. Keep that in mind too. They most definitely can reload, and they probably will reload at some point in the near future. This is very similar to a lot of the what's been dubbed the Bart Simpson pattern as of recently. This is a good candle, very akin to this one over here. You look at the volume here, the big move up, very similar to that. Higher volume, however. There's been higher volume generally down here in this area. I think there are some people that are looking for a bottom here and are putting some money to work. But still, if you zoom out, it's still not. Ever since we broke here, we've had higher volume, and since we broke down lower here, the volume, except for this low here, this one bottoming candle, you've been in a general decline. Although it hasn't been too bad. Big red candle there, big green candle here. You know, we're getting these onesie, twosie green candles, but there's nothing so far that's taken out any trend, okay? Nothing's really taken out a trend yet. Nothing's taken out a trend. My short did get stopped out. We've been discussing in the power hour about lowering your stops as we get lower, depending on how you want to play the market. And what we said is that as long as we get up here and stay below this 63.44, whatever this level happens to be up here, which is the high of this candle, 63.40. As long as we stay below here, this general bear flag is still intact. So let's go ahead and I haven't seen a bunch of comments. Let's check out some comments. Mexican Charlie, Randy, WTF just happened. Some buying, some short covering, and right now a pause. That's really what's going on here. How to interpret the green candle for the longer run? It did not surpass the previous high. That is correct. We did not surpass the previous high. Don't get no one get your panties up in a bunch. There's no look, if this candle was up here, we'd be in a different story, guys. If this candle was 2 or 3 times as big as it is, different ball game. If it was a little bit lower, we wouldn't be as excited. But we did take out this level. We did take out this level. So far, we have not taken out the ultimate high of this basing area, though. Think we'll go higher or right back down Asks Andre. I think we're gonna, this kind of volume usually leaves us up for a little bit. I don't, when these things happen, I don't have thoughts. I have my general trading plan set from whatever my trade was here. I shorted, that worked out. I got stopped out. We got stopped out down here, took the profit. I actually did short this right at the top, not right at the top, but a little bit below the top. It didn't really pull back as fast as it should have if it were to go right back down. So I closed the position out with a little bit of a profit. Now I'm sitting all cash again. And then I'm just waiting for the market to tell me what to do. These aren't situations. Well, there's very few situations where you want to jump ahead of the market. You really want to go with it. And this whole since 10,000 has really been one of the situations where you don't want to jump ahead of the market. You want to let it come to you. And so what do I think is going to happen? I don't know, nor do I really care, to be quite honest with you. But when we have some more information, as we move forward over into early part Saturday, we'll have some more bars on my 2-hour chart formed here. Then we can ascertain if this is more healthy market or more of the same kind of Bart Simpson type action. All right. Eat your greens. That's right. Eat your greens. Bitcoin is cool, but Randy, I must know, have you ever... Oh, come... Seventh Galaxy. I better get a free dragon, my friend. That's funny. Son of a bitch. That's funny. Happy to answer that question once. Happy to laugh at it when you ask it like that. You to real data dash. I don't even know what that means. Am I supposed to snap? Am I supposed to snap? Is that what I'm supposed to do now? At the opening of every video? What's up, guys? I can do that. Resolution's kind of off, or is it just you? Abita's asking if my resolution is off. I don't think so. I got a ridiculously good internet connection now. My stream is looking healthy. YouTube says my stream's healthy. If anyone is having issues, let me know. Otherwise, I think we're good. Still waiting for $5,000. Probably. This was a whale. Well, yeah, they're all whales. Any type of these big candles is, number one, a whale pushing it higher, with the understanding of basically where the shorts are. I think there's probably some algorithms out there that try to hunt for big blocks of selling and kind of consider them shorts, because there's not too many people, at least large blocks, selling Bitcoin at this level. I think a lot of this is actually shorting at this moment in time. Best to be colorblind. I'm learning about more trade and control emotions. I think 2 or 4 months I'll be ready for my first trade. Very nice, Jose. Very nice. Yeah, definitely. I would recommend for someone like you to get in the Slack chat room. It's a great opportunity to chat with a bunch of people and kind of pick their brains about what they're doing. A lot of good people in there. So I would definitely jump on the Slack chat room, and especially if you're not trading yet. If you're not trading yet, go ahead and soak up as much of that information as wait for that bottom. Channel 9009, you said yesterday not to buy. I'm glad I didn't listen. Yeah, well, that everyone's got their own strategy. My particular strategy, I go with the trend until the trend changes. I don't try to guess the next trend and arbitrarily take positions. I would much rather let the market get me into a position than just jump in. Oh, Calix has been sitting on the sidelines for a while. Can I do a video with Tone? I don't know. I don't think he may or may not even know I exist. I don't know. He's gotten pretty big in the space for some reason, much bigger than I am. I haven't approached him. He hasn't approached me. I don't even know what we would talk about. I've been sitting on the sidelines for the past week. Feels like it's going to test the top of the triangle. on one day or the 4 hour before it falls again lower, do you see the triangle? You talking about the huge triangle that I've had drawn on my charts ever since we kind of, broke this 10,000 level. I actually on my computer, I've been going through my videos and doing some house cleaning. I did a video right here about the top of this trend line here. I did a video about this trend line right about there. At least that was the one that I saw. And I'm like, wow, I had this trend line going back for a while. So that's pretty cool. If this is the triangle you're referring to, I absolutely know about it. We're still going to 4.5K, asks Cyberfunk. Yeah, I mean, one green candle doesn't change the situation. It definitely makes it a little bit further into the future, but that's about it. Nothing's broken so far. Now, if we get above this 6340, 6350 level with good volume, it is going to put us into a bit of an uptrend, and we probably will go ahead and test the top of this trend line here, if not the breakdown point, which is right here at about 70.50 approximately, something like that. So this would probably be a target, this would probably be a target, and then this trend line right here would probably be a target. Let's take a look actually. So it looks like this 2 hour, we stopped just underneath of that 2 hour trend line, but we're getting close to it. The RSI, let's double check what the RSI says, got instantly oversold on that last bounce. We had a bit of a divergence and then a divergence after the divergence. And then there was probably another divergence here within that divergence, and then we go up. So there we go. George Soros buys 150,000 Bitcoin. Yeah, right? The Garden Farmer. Been a while since I caught you live. Yeah, absolutely. That's I vaguely remember the name. Probably months, right? It's probably been months. I haven't seen that handle here in a while. So yeah, good to see you again. What do I think of the volume in Bitcoin? I think it's a great volume candle. It's not out of line with what we've seen here in the past. We saw this big green candle, have a nice accumulation here, and then it rolled over. This one popped up, rolled over with a lower high. I'm sorry, a higher low. And then now another good green candle. So we're getting these little pops here and there, but there's still quite a bit of distribution and or short selling going on, which does keep us down. Oh, not fitting your screen. You know what? It is not. And the reason being is I was playing with the software with my kids, so that should be better. Thank you for mentioning that about my screen there. So yeah, good. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, Abid. Oh, Adib. Adib, yes, it was not filling your screen. You were correct. You were correct. So I think I can adjust that on the fly. We should be good now. Do I think the lack of Google search for cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin in general has something to do with the lack of volume in new investors? Absolutely, I think it does, Michael. There is a correlation between Bitcoin search and the price action in Bitcoin. If you do that search, if you do the Bitcoin keyword search, Google keyword Bitcoin, or Google Trends Bitcoin, that's what it is. If you go to Google Trends Bitcoin, I'm going to do this super quick. I don't want to take up too much of your time with this kind of stuff, but it is pretty cool when you think about it. Past 5 years goes to 2013. That should be fine. If you do this analysis and you go back here to 2013, we started rallying in January of 2015, which would be right about there. Right there. So you see Bitcoin 3.222 all the way into March 2.22222. We popped 3 for a second. 2.22. So well past we bottomed. This is where we bottomed in Bitcoin. We were flat on the Google Trends all the way through the last half of the bear market and the bottom and after the bottom. So Google Trends, it can remain low while Bitcoin price does nothing. It didn't really start ratcheting back up again until over here which was early 2017, and then it really started to get going, and you can see the parabolic move up to its peak here, which is probably going to coincide almost exactly with the top. Let's find out. Actually, it is pretty interesting. Yeah, December 17th, right there, exactly when Bitcoin topped. December 17th to December 23rd. But yeah, it can stay low for some time, and it definitely does have something to do with the general market malaise that we're in. It doesn't cause the bear market, but it means that we're not exponentially going higher because there's really going to be no new money coming into the space. What about ETH? What's up, Aram? How you doing, buddy? I have not looked at ETH yet. ETH, good volume there. Did not get over the previous high, so that is a little bit weak. I'm pretty sure that Ethereum, Bitcoin probably... Let's go to our power hour sheet here. Where's Ethereum? What's up, Robert? Thanks for the super chat, my friend. I appreciate that. Very nice. Thank you very much. You got a question to go with that, or is that just a thank you? It's pretty cool. Ethereum, Bitcoin. There we go. Yeah, we can see that really not much of a pop on Ethereum versus Bitcoin. It just kind of is hanging out down here. So still general weakness. Like I said, that's going to be a little bit of whale buying. No, we're looking at Coinigy charts, I thought. So, oh, maybe not. Maybe I was looking over here. Okay, guess I was looking over here. Guess Coinigy's still down. Oh, gotta log in. But yeah, so the Bitcoin is a lot of short covering and some buying, where you're not seeing the same thing in Ethereum. As a matter of fact, if you go over here to the longs and shorts, you'll find something interesting. Bitcoin longs have been getting pretty long in the tooth. There's a trend line right there that I drew, just kind of noticing a trend line, wondering if it would stop. It has. Don't quite know what that means. The shorts got taken out here. But you look at Ethereum shorts, they're not aggressive. Ethereum longs not aggressive. We look at Litecoin shorts. Wow, look at that. Wow, they really got dropped right there. This was very aggressive. Litecoin longs not really aggressive. So we're not seeing the aggressiveness in the broad market. Bitcoin Cash USD longs, look at that. They did get long right there. Bitcoin shorts got hammered. This is the Bitcoin Cash chart right there. You got XMR. Which isn't what I wanted to talk about, but that's not doing much. XRP, earlier in the longs really took XRP down, and you could see it in the charts. And then you've got the shorts here. So really the main takeaway of doing this exercise is just to show you that Bitcoin has most of the action. A lot of the other top altcoins aren't having too much shorting done in them, so they're not having the same exact type of a rally. Off the cuff, top 3 altcoins for Q3. Q3, well, I guess we are kind of towards the end of Q2. Top 3 altcoins for Q3. Cash, Tether, and TUSD. Although, Cash isn't really much of an altcoin, but, you know, the general consensus remains we haven't really broken and gone to the upside then. So I don't think we can really call any top altcoins for Q3 yet. I think that would be disingenuous of me to try to cherry pick right there. If things do happen to bounce in Q3, I can give that scenario. If we do happen to bounce in Q3, I would probably say Bitcoin Cash from a percentage basis. More than likely, Ethereum tends to come back really strong. And I don't have a third past that. I probably wouldn't do Litecoin. I probably would do another kind of platform coin, although I haven't really been paying too much attention to the alts. I would probably say something like VeChain or EOS, something that has a good pump. Ontology was up 10%. That may be a good one, but it would have to be Decred was up 10%. That's pretty good too. Rchain. It'd have to be one of those, you know, if we do get a good pump. But whatever really moves first and fastest and is above recent levels, I would definitely put that on my top 3. But so All right, guys, thanks for joining me today. I appreciate you guys catching the live stream. Don't forget to hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. It's one mouse click for you, but it means the world to me. Please do that. Please go ahead and leave a comment if you want to. YouTube likes all that jazz. And yeah, if you want to, please share the stream as well with your immediate friends, family, neighbors, uncles, cousins, dentists. I said that earlier. I think almost verbatim, so I'm going to give myself a point for that one. I'm such a bear. I'm not really a bear restless native. What I am is a realist. I look at the charts. I'm a chartist, and if the charts point lower, I'm going to give analysis for lower. If the charts point higher, I'm going to give the analysis for higher. I'm not a bear. I'm not a bull, but I'm definitely a realist. All right, let's check this out. You joined the live stream late, Robert. Well, that's okay, Robert. All good. I have a buy-in. Robbie says 6,800. You have a buy-in at 6,800. From up here. So, Are you looking to get out of that, Robbie? What's your general thought process there? You're wondering if you should get out. You're wondering if this is a good pop. Is that kind of what I'm assuming here? Moon till $6,800. I don't necessarily, I don't call things like that, to be honest with you. We were talking about this a little bit earlier in the broadcast, and as long as we stay underneath that trend line right there, which is at the 63.40 level, whatever it is right there, yeah, 63.40, 63.30, odds are we're not going to get a lot of, we're not going to go anywhere. So off of one pop, I'm definitely not going to call a continuation move all the way up to here until we see some levels removed. I don't think there is a way to definitively say we're going higher based off of one pump. All right, and we talk about this a lot in the power hour. One pop does not make a bull market. So here's a pop, 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 here's a pop. There's a good pop. There's a couple good pops right there. All those were taken out to the downside in time. I remember back when this pop happened, we actually caught this one. Was it this one we caught live? No, it was this one. This is one we caught live here, this pop. And we're already underneath that. You guys don't even remember this candle, do you? Probably the guys in the power hour did, because we caught that live and it was super cool. But yeah, I mean, it kind of felt like the world was flipping on its head. We had shorts on. We covered some shorts. And then we're still basically even with that level. But 3 days from now, this candle is going to be but a mini memory. So don't get too excited over a little pump. It's hot today in Arizona. I don't think it's too bad, actually. I've been outside a little bit now and then. I was pulling some weeds in the yard. Got some grapevines out back that I was doing some maintenance and attending to, and it was not. I don't think it was that bad. Not follow through or momentum. Yeah, definitely. This is a singular pop until proven otherwise. If you've taken any of these pops as akin for holding for a swing trade, you've been incorrect and have been stopped out probably 4 and 5 and 6 times now. I don't know, buddy. Type your password in there. Type it in sideways. I can deal with it if it's up. I can't deal with it if it's down. That's funny. I muted my mic for a little bit there, and I lost like 50 people. That's crazy. Mute my mic for 1 minute, and 50 people leave. All right, so let's check out some altcoins. I've got a list here for Binance. Let's see what's going on Binance and see if anything's actually popping. AMB, whatever that is. BQX. I'm on the 2 hour here. PPT, AON. Man, for an 11% pop, it sure doesn't look like a big one, does it? Well, unless it's counting all the way down here. Loom, we haven't looked at Loom in a long time. Loom really, we had Loom up here in the symmetrical triangle and then just blah, 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 blah. And this is why you don't arbitrarily buy lows, ladies and gentlemen. We've got MCO Monaco, which had a nice pump up here, retesting actually the highs. Probably not a great place to get in there. ARN. We got Trig here, still way down at lows. Theta, 7%. Oop. We were looking at Theta earlier, just pointing lower. Looks like it had a nice pop. Theta still has a little bit of legs in it. But again, you have to be aggressive with that profit taking. Otherwise, things just really aren't going to work out for you. Power Living lower. BLZ. I'm sure I'll get to Key eventually. Paulo. Paulo. Yeah, Paulo. We got Decred. Oh, popping here off of these lows. It was way down here off the lows. Good pop. Volume not very aggressive, even with good price action. Walton Coin living lower. We got Stratus still living towards lows. QLC low. Wabi. And this is in percentage order. This isn't in any crazy order. Wabi coming back very aggressively. Came all the way up, came all the way back down. Had a big move, it looks like. Wow, 20-30% move. All the way back down to 4%. Pretty intense there. Walton, DLT. Okay, there we go. CDT, IOST, not much. GTO. So, nothing that's too... Even on the top ones on Binance, nothing's looking extremely healthy. CMT is still looking like a bear flag. Like it's trying to pop out of it right now. CMT's trying to pop out of it. So I did have a request for pay, which I do have in here. I should have it in here. I didn't see Key, so I'll go ahead and jump on Key as well. Yeah, good. Oh, good pump there. Up 31%. How come it's not on my list? How come it didn't start out my list? That should have started out my list. Oh, it's on Bittrex. It's not on Binance. That's why. Big candle here right now. Looks like some distribution. Probably the top already in here. And then we have... what was the other one? Key. I'm sorry. Self-key. Bitcoin. On Binance. Up 59%. Wow. Continuing the pump. Counter to Bitcoin here. Very, very nice. Very nice. Good pump there. Volume here. I don't like the general topping candle, but it's coming all the way back in. Volume, though, not looking too bad. Not, as long as it stays relatively low compared to this candle over here, I would say this probably can continue. I did have a cup and handle here. Cup with handle. Someone was giving me crap about that. Did have a cup with a handle right there. This was your buy point right there at the 235 level. That was your early buy point. Your technical buy point was at 255. Either way, it looks like a pretty good gain. About 26%. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, self-key. Go self-key. That's all you got to say there. Good job. I know a couple people pointed this out a couple of days ago, and it just kept going. So good for you guys that were able to jump on that one. Getting a question, what's your market cycles webinar about? So in a nutshell, my Market Cycles webinar discusses what a vast majority of new investors don't understand, is that the markets move in cycles. It's completely natural across all types of markets and asset classes, cryptocurrency being a new asset class. And it talks about, the cycle from the huge parabolic move into the bear market, into choppy markets, and kind of how those markets interplay with one another. What are some tendencies within those markets, the behaviors, and kind of how you can spot when things change a little bit, although it is tricky and difficult. It talks about, it's been a long time since I recorded that, actually. It's been about 6 months now. But, we talk a little bit about, some buying and selling strategies, how to deal with those different market situations. So I really like the Market Cycles webinar. It gives you a really good picture of how markets behave generally, okay? Of just kind of how they behave generally. So, for those of you that are interested in that webinar, I've got another one too, but I really like that market cycles webinar. You're not going to see the logged in screen here. You go to webinars on real-crypto.com, and it's right here, the market cycles webinar. So it is a long webinar, 2 hours and 45 minutes. It's the first one I ever did, and I just jam-packed it full of stuff. So go ahead and check that out if you're interested. Hope that answers your question there. What's Bitcoin up to? Oh, Kevin got a super chat. Give a shout out to my wife, Janelle. What's up, Janelle? How you doing? What kind of shout out were you looking for, Kevin? What kind of shout out were you looking for? So Kevin's a very nice man. Every time I talk to Kevin, I feel smarter, and he's very good looking. You're very lucky to have him, and very lucky lady, Janelle. Very lucky lady. And Kevin, you can probably do better. I'm just saying, she's probably walked out of the room, so I'm just saying, all right? That probably did not get taken very well by Janelle. I'm too sarcastic for my own good sometimes. All right, but thank you very much for the super chat, Kevin. I appreciate it. Very cool, very cool. All right, what do we got here? 62, can't go to 6,800. Have buying at $62.60, can't go to 68. It can go to 68. I'm not saying it can't. But I don't think you can call 68 right now. You can't necessarily say, oh, it's going to go to 68 because we had a pop down here from the 59. What is it? What was the actual? What was our level we were looking at here? 59.30, something like that. Yeah, 59.70. Is it? You know what? I haven't looked at the chart since we've had a few candles. Three candles on a 15-minute. Very, very quick declining volume on the 15-minute. So far, no follow through. We'll have to wait and see. I think a break above the 62.70 here would probably be a little bit of a go signal. Little bit of a go signal right there. But these are three very, very tight candles. Volume got instantly dry. This is fairly abnormal. Usually if this was an organic purchasing event, you would see continuation. You would see some continuation, and you wouldn't see just a stop. But we'll see where the next volume increase comes into. That kind of gives you the general sentiment of what's going to happen is when volume starts to increase again. Congratulations on your marriage. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I call 62 and then down to 55. We got you, Stefan. We got you marked down for that. If that doesn't happen, I'm going to send Janelle looking for you. She's a 5th degree black belt, so I'm just saying there, Stefan. Stefan? I butcher names on here, and I apologize every time, guys. Sorry about that. All right, let's go to CoinMarketCap. Let's kind of get a general market update here. Kevin back with the super chat. My wife Janelle is amazing. That's awesome, man. Yeah, you know what? It's really good to have I got married. We've been together 10 years, and it's nice to have a partner that is just there. I mean, there's a lot of things surrounding marriage, and there's a lot of jokes that go around, but it's really cool to know that there's someone there for you that kind of has your back, and is going to give you all the crap that you need. So, I know I need to be brought down to earth sometimes with some of my grandiose ideas and thoughts, and she does that for me quite nicely. And she's, we're kind of polar opposites. I'm a huge picture thinker. I really like to take in the huge picture, assimilate all that information, which is why I'm pretty good at the charts. And she really just does stuff. Like, she's like, oh, we need to do this, and just gets it done, where I'm a little, I don't really do great with those little things that need to be done all the time. So it's good to have a partner. Robert, I was not looking at Bitcoin prices on the last days, and then I saw that you're doing an extreme stream. Instantly thought that the market is tanking. Don't scare me again. Right, Robert? It does. Lately it does seem that I jump on when the market's tanking. You know, I really try to get a lot of work done during the day. I got some ever since we got married last Saturday. I'm really trying to get a bunch of stuff done. Like I said, I'm a big picture thinker. I'm not much of a doer. I'm trying to get more to the doer. I enjoy physically doing things, and when I do stuff, it gets done. It gets done really well, and I'm trying to put a bunch of things off my list. But if the market's moving, I do like to jump on. This time it did happen to be to the upside. What it seems to be possible pattern going to happen is what happened on the 25th after the impulse. There was a continuation. Let me try to assimilate that a little bit more here. Happened on the 25th. You're talking about this one right here, or this one right here. So looks like there was a little bit of continuation here. Yeah. I can probably get rid of that chart, that little area now. Actually, I can probably get rid of this one too. I like cleaning up my charts. That's one thing I do like doing. Cup with handle forming on Bitcoin right now. I'm on the 2-hour. Don't see a cup and handle on Bitcoin. First of all, you need a prior uptrend, and second of all, this is rounding over to the top, so not necessarily, really no cupping action right there. So yeah, I don't think there's a lot of. I don't really see a cup and handle anywhere. I'm not quite sure where you're noticing that. Yeah, I don't quite see it. Let's go through some of these top altcoins, kind of see how they behaved. So Bitcoin Cash looks like it poked above the trend line. So far, pulling back down. Volume here is pretty good. We got 30 minutes left in a 2-hour candle, so we'll see where this one ends up. But so far, popping up, but still respecting the trend line. Not really getting over. Here's the prior high. Probably was the high in Bitcoin. Is the high also in Bitcoin Cash here at 782. So that trend line is going to break that. Is going to break that one, but that hasn't quite happened yet. We got Ethereum popping up from the bottom of what looks like a potentially interesting declining triangle here. So you can see a test here, 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 and here with a pop. We'll see if this plays out to the upside. Usually Ethereum does not lead Bitcoin, but possibility that we get it going right there. We'll just have to see what happens on this next leg. And then Litecoin still at $80 even after that big pump out of Bitcoin. Still at $80. Really nice green candle though. Completed all this area, still well underneath these highs. However, I would say this is probably the level, the 84. Just call it $85. That really needs to be respected. Come on, there we go. Close enough. So 85 that needs to be respected. So Bitcoin really close to its level where it needs to break out of. Litecoin still pretty far away. Bitcoin Cash still really far away from the level, although it is testing this trend line, which could indicate that another pause is due. And then we've got Ethereum, which hasn't really taken out this level here. I guess I should draw that horizontal line there. So not quite taken out there, but it's fairly close. Looking a little closer than Bitcoin Cash. Yeah, way closer than Bitcoin Cash. Litecoin still ages away from that level. Check out the shorts. Let's check out those Bitcoin longs. Bitcoin shorts got taken out. Yeah, there was a lot of liquidation on that up thrust, and it's going to do that. It's definitely going to do that. Only 78 likes. Guys, hit that like button. Come on. Man, is it really that hard? I don't think it's that hard. I don't think it's that hard at all. All right. Bitcoin Cash longs up 8%. We got EOS longs up 2%. Shorts. It's funny, Bitcoin longs and shorts are both up on the day. That's fun and interesting. Zoom out. To what? What are you talking about there, Plain Eye? Which one? There's about a 20-second delay between when you hear me talk and when you post something and when you hear me talk. Keep that in mind. And this goes with anyone on YouTube that's live streaming. There's about a 20-second delay. So if you're typing something, I'm going to see it instantly, but it's going to take about 20 seconds for me to respond. Adib, I am in cash right now. I'm not really taking any trades at the moment. That may change if I see some momentum shift in one direction or another, but as of right now, I got stopped out from my short, which is fine. We took a profit, and now I'm just sitting in cash. I did take a very small position up here, and then I covered it down here when it was obvious we weren't gonna fall back down. So plain buddy, you're gonna have to give me the pairing, the time frame, and then I can probably get to about what you're looking at, because I'm jumping around charts within that 20 seconds I was referring to. Thomas Cobb, you got a trader. Venzen says, I propose the exchanges are at the lower limits of their ability to play at 59. From here, they must discourage shorts or go bust. Can't pay leverage shorts at some point. So I think, Thomas, that whoever this trader Venzen is needs to get his facts straight, because I don't know. He says exchanges, so he's talking multiple exchanges. BitMEX doesn't take the other side of your short, guys. Okay, BitMEX as the exchange doesn't actually facilitate the short or lend you the money. Okay, that's done by other members of the community. All right, so it's not, and I believe that's the same with a vast majority of the exchanges. Maybe I'm the one incorrect in this, but from the research that I've done, and it hasn't been a tremendous amount, but from my understanding, the exchanges do not assume the risk. It is not in the exchange's business model to assume excess risk. And if they're put in a position where they have to arbitrarily support Bitcoin, that's more detrimental to their business model than anything. So I would definitely say that is false. I hope I made my point clear, though. Stefan, we need to break trend. That's not easy at the moment. Look at the daily and relax for a few days more. Yeah, absolutely. Look at the daily. And there's another one here, another guy that's asking about capitulation volume. Well, if we look at the daily, which is actually what I was going to do when I got to his question, if my chart will ever update. What about Ethereum Classic? I don't know about Ethereum Classic. What's going on with Ethereum Classic? I think, oops, that's, not really, not much going on with Ethereum Classic. I'm not sure what you're seeing there. I don't see much going on. It's living at a low level. It hasn't undercut this low here, which is good for Ethereum Classic, especially if it gets added to Coinbase. That'll probably be good. And when it gets added to Coinbase, feel free to sell it $70. It's only at $15 right now. Thomas Cobb, thank you, Randy. I'm learning how all this works. Yeah, it's a pretty big ecosystem, Thomas. For guys like me that have been in the business a while, there's not a huge learning curve from stocks to crypto, but overall investing, there's a huge variety of knowledge that kind of comes with time and asking those questions. So ask away, my friend, ask away. If I sound condescending when I answer questions like you asked, I don't mean it that way at all, okay? I'm probably just thinking. Nick, late to the party here. Is this capitulation volume real crypto? This was likely asked before. Apologies. If so, it was not asked before, and it is not capitulation volume. So my other Coinigy chart has not updated, so we'll take you over here to this chart. And if we go back down to the daily, even though Coinbase volume is wrong, yeah, for those of you that don't know, and I haven't said this lately, so Coinbase volume on TradingView is wrong, okay? This 6,000 did not have that low volume. There was not low volume here. It was not low volume here. This is incorrect. And so I can't tell you definitively that what this looks like. I really want to get it back on Coinigy. Let's see if I can refresh, if it'll do it. We need to get on Coinigy here. Come on, Coinigy. You're killing me. I should be authorized. What do you mean I'm not authorized? There we go. All right. So here's the daily on the GDAX with the correct volume. Look at that, normal volume. So here's the 6,000 low right there. That volume is much higher. We do not have super low volume. So let's take a peek here, actually, now that the day's about to close here in 30 minutes, 20 minutes as a matter of fact. We do have a little bit higher green volume here. Looks like some short liquidation on BitMEX. I just got notification on my other screen about $250,000 worth. So that would have put a little pop in the market. Guess not. I guess not. There's a 588,000 sitting on the ask, so that really didn't move much. But it looks like some shorts got liquidated. And yeah, a good little green pop there. Volume is a little healthier than we've seen in the past, but even this green volume, we're not going to get up to this level. You can see this level caused a little bit of a rally. Maybe we get something similar here. Maybe it backfills. You know, we'll have to see what happens, but definitely not capitulation volume. This is capitulation volume. This is capitulation volume. And to be quite honest with you, when we do finally capitulate, I would assume something like that. I would assume just a massive volume candle on the daily chart. This is going to be your capitulation volume right there. It's more than likely not going to be a candle of this size. It's going to be almost double that stature. At least in line with these two candles, if not above. Crypto bits, it is going to be like this. RSI levels will cool and work the daily RSI levels back up. RSI levels have been building a squeeze in. Perhaps this impulse shifts past the trend line. You're talking about the trend line in the RSI? So we have the trend line in the RSI here. There's this kind of immediate trend line in the RSI. Okay, there's another one right here as well. That one I don't think necessarily is going to, yeah, that could break to the upside, absolutely. And here's Coinigy's problem. Sometimes these candles just disappear on the extreme right side of the chart. None of these are perfect, guys. Speaking of BitMEX, there's a new player in town called DGTX in Q4. All right, we'll keep an eye out for that. Bullish engulfing candle on the daily. I didn't see it as engulfing. Let's go find out. Let's refresh the screen. Maybe it'll stay. Oh, it is an engulfing candle. You are correct. Last time and it disappeared. We're gonna have to go down to the 6 hour. So the 6 hour. This is going to be the start of the day, and this is going to be the end of the day. So yes, technically you are correct. It is an engulfing candle, which you don't see very often, and at a bottom can be considered a reversal signal. Absolutely. So good catch on that one. I missed that one. All right, hold on, guys. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to get out of here in a little bit. Got two kiddos at home. They're kind of doing some kiddo stuff. So I'm going to finish out these questions real quick. Have I tried the new Coinbase Pro? Much better than GDAX, especially on mobile devices. They said they just came out with an update. I haven't tried it since their new update, but the Coinbase Pro, I hate it. It's stupid. And like I said, I haven't done the new one. As a matter of fact, let me do the new one here. What's the URL? Pro.coinbase. Okay. Let's look. They said less blank space, Let's see what they did here. Doesn't look a whole heck of a lot different. Hi, Jamesy. You okay? Here. All right, sit up here. All right, hold on. I'm gonna get done here in a little bit. What's up, Ethan? Okay, hold on. Yeah, I'm looking at it. I don't see a whole lot of difference here. The chart's better, but that's about it. If that's what they consider pro, that's pretty not cool. What up, Frog? Hey, Real, just tuned in. You recommended from another channel I've been following for some time. So far, I like your approach. Very pragmatic and deliberate. Good stuff. Thank you, Frog. I appreciate that.
Froggy.
Yeah, Frog. Yeah, his name's Frog.
Froggy.
It's my 4-year-old James, everyone. Now he's saying Froggy. T, when you say your money is in all cash at the moment, do you mean you have it in stable coin or actual US dollars? Thanks. So I have a mixture of I've got a mixture of US dollars on GDAX as a matter of, or Coinbase Pro, I guess I should say, and I've got a BitMEX account that is in Bitcoin. Actually, I don't have cold water and ice in the room. Go ahead and get some, okay? Okay, go help him get a mix, Ethan. And then I have some Tether on Binance for some active trading, but that Binance account has been withered down. I've been putting a lot to BitMEX due to the bearishness of Bitcoin. I've been shorting there, and that is just in Bitcoin. So I'm shorting Bitcoin when it's going down. I try to get out when it's going up, and hopefully overall my Bitcoin stack will increase there, which is we've been doing pretty good on the downtrend, so it's increased pretty good. Would institutions capitulate? Don't they know it's going to bounce? Institutions usually don't cause capitulation. It will be the retail traders, the fake hodlers will put in the ultimate bottom at a capitulation time. Crypto Bits, I feel that I'm missing the larger picture in your question there. I'm not trying to avoid it. I'm actually trying to piece it together. You know, just post one big ass question so I can actually form the thought, because you got to keep in mind, guys, I'm looking through, 20, 30 comments a minute here. Inverse correlation with S&P. No, there's no correlation between those two assets. Can capitulation also be to the upside regarding shorts waiting for the 5400? I just had a little drop there in Bitcoin. Ooh, nice little drop in Bitcoin. Nice. I should have kept my short I had on earlier. Yeah, looking like just another pop so far, guys. Let it play out. It'll pop right back up here. Can capitulation also be to the upside regarding shorts waiting for the 5400? News and sentiment seem to be at the most bearish levels since a long time. I don't quite understand your question there, Crypto Bits. I apologize. Capitulation also be to the upside regarding shorts waiting for 5400. So are you saying people are going to short massive amounts at a higher price level? I don't that's counterintuitive to me. Noel says bear market is over based on one candle that doesn't have exemplary volume and has no follow through so far. Don't think you're correct there, Noel. So still, no one knows where we're going. Well, Sophie, welcome to trading. There's no roadmap. There's no syllabus. There's a dictionary, but there's no there's no roadmap. All there is, hey, how do you read the next stop sign? How do you read, how to read the road? How to know you're going uphill? How to know you're going downhill? How how to avoid potholes. That's really what trading is. It's not a map. It's not at all a map. You are correct. Nobody knows where Bitcoin is going. Absolutely nobody. Although I do generally get it right in terms of direction, on the bigger picture scale, then I get it wrong. Since there's no tether on BitMEX, how do you stay fiat in it? Do you have to hedge it with a short? No, cash in BitMEX is Bitcoin. So, thanks for the super chat there, Ian. It is not capitulation, my friend. We just kind of went over that. Wow, thank you there. Thank you there, Stefan. Not sure what SEK. I'm not sure what that relates to in dollars, but I definitely appreciate the sentiment. That's fantastic. Thank you very much. But no, Ian, this is not capitulation. We were just looking at the daily chart a little bit ago, and this volume on the daily does not constitute capitulation. Now, someone did point out it is an outside bar, which is a bullish signal, but we don't necessarily have to turn positive because of one signal like that. About $10. Okay, that's cool. Brilliant. Thank you. But yeah, one bullish signal like this doesn't necessarily turn the market around. We've seen much bigger red candles, 3 in the recent history, as a matter of fact, than this green candle, which is good. This daily candle, by the way, folks, will close in 10 minutes. So there you go. But yeah, Ian, it is not capitulation. So Desuit Man, hey Desuit Man, weren't you and I having a discussion several months ago regarding something, and we were kind of getting heated, and people were like, just ignore the guy? Wasn't that you? I'm actually viewing that favorably. I'm not viewing that unfavorably. I think that'd be cool if you're back in the chat after our discussion. We may have even continued it after I stopped. Anyway, if that's you, hello, welcome back, and thanks for joining. Finally some action, says Gomri. Yeah, a little bit. We're getting so when you get these pumps right here, what I was going to say, when we get these pumps, if I can get my chart to update here. Okay, there we go. As we get these pumps here, we're going to get these initial moves up or down. They usually get slammed right back in the opposite direction, whatever it happens to be. It's just kind of something I've noticed that happens from time to time. It's like here it dropped and then came right back, you know, albeit about, you know, an hour later. So I don't necessarily, I won't get super aggressive. These generally tend to not reverse immediately. They can. We have seen in the past where they have. Like here's an immediate reversal. But, man, that's looking pretty weak right there. No Desuit Man? Okay, all good. Alright guys, I'm going to have to get out of here. I got some kiddos that are having some issues over here at my house. So I'm going to skedaddle, ladies and gentlemen. So thanks for joining me. I do appreciate all the support here. Thanks for joining me. It's really cool to jump on here and have some people to chat with about cryptos. No one else in my house likes to talk cryptos. Ethan, do you want to talk cryptos?
Not really.
Not really? Do you want to draw a trend line?
Sure.
You want to draw a trend line? Okay, maybe Ethan's going to draw a trend line for us. Where do you want to draw a trend line? You see one? You see a horizontal trend line? Maybe this will keep him. Where? Do you want to use the mouse here?
Sure.
Use the mouse. Click on one spot where you see the trend line start. Right there. Click it. Move the mouse up. Is that it? Now let go. Or click again. Good trend line, Ethan. Very good trend line. Fantastic. High five. Good job, buddy. Are you content now?
Yeah.
Okay, he's content. There you go. Pretty cool. So, all right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you very much. I appreciate you being here. I will see you guys next time.